Hello, my name is Kemby. At 47, I went back to university. I relocated to the south of France where I met and married my husband at 50. So today I am sharing the number three of the four choices that changed my life. So I guess I'll start. Okay, I have a friend who is coming for a visit, and as you imagine, she is super excited. Okay, she's going to be here for 10 weeks, and we've been on the phone for we were on the phone for a while last night. We were trying to find her a long-term rental because the plan is that she wants to stay relatively close to us. Of course, she needs her own space for many different reasons, and she's traveling with her dog. So she wanted to stay by us, but I was trying to explain to her that we live in a very rural community, okay? There's not a lot of sidewalks here. So even when you're close, you're still not necessarily close on foot. And originally, we have neighbors that had alcoves or studios that they rent out, but because we're already well into the season, they're no longer available. So we were talking about this and we were trying to find out, so her plan was that she wants to stay, she wants to see our life. She wants to see how we live or whatnot. And then after that, she's got some plans. Maybe she'll go stay in Nice for a month. She's got some plans to travel up to London and Italy. And she's got all these girly plans for us. She wants us to go to Gucci Beach or whatever. And I've known her for about 15 years. She used to take my yoga class back when I was teaching yoga throughout New York and New Jersey. And she reminded me, because, she, like I said, she wants to do all these girly things. And she's in her glamour girl era. And she wants to go shopping in Cannes and whatnot. And I was like, hun, these days, I said, my luxury goods are in the closet. They come out from time to time, maybe a couple times a year, but not often because this is my life, okay? I only put on makeup just to spruce up a little bit, but it's not necessarily a requirement. I'm looking at this awning. I gotta take it in. It's not necessarily a requirement every single day. And she says to me, well, that's just the wait, what do you call that? That's just that's just where you are in your life. You're just in that stage right now. And I was like, yeah, and I'm happy, I love getting glammed up for my husband, but glam in your 50s looks a little bit different, and I'm comfortable in the skin I'm in. So like I said, she's got all these wonderful plans. She's excited, and I'm excited to have that community around me and to introduce that community to my husband of people who helped shape me into the woman that I am today. And we are likewise just as excited to show her our bar, okay, where we like to go, our favorite cologne, things of that nature. And I'm excited to relive the newness of all of this because I promised myself I would never allow myself to take any of this for granted. As you might recall, there is a video of me sitting in a dark room in an Airbnb, something inside. I only had 2 weeks before I had to vacate and find another place to live. And I've already detailed, it's very, 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 very difficult for even natives, not to mention expats, to find logements or to find a place to live. So I should have been freaking out, but quite frankly, I just didn't have it in me anymore. And I look at that video to now, and that video was recorded. It's something my soul told me, make this recording. And I made that recording because I remembered something that someone said, you have to listen to that voice inside your soul. And that voice inside my soul told me, document your feelings right now. And it wasn't until a month after we got married that I discovered that video was recorded exactly 1 year prior to us getting married. So I say, I'm excited for her to come because she reminds me of the community that formed me, okay? Iron sharpens iron. She just went through a very dark period a few years ago herself where she had to reimagine her own, reimagine the kind of life she wanted for herself. And guess what? She has arrived at that. And she was reminding me of these exact same ideas because I've been going through a lot of frustrations and things as far as growing my channel. You might see that I think I've confused the algorithm here. And it's completely tanked my views, it's completely tanked my watch hours, but it doesn't really matter because YouTube has not approved my monetization despite my prior videos doing outstanding. Anywho, won't see any of that, but I just like to say it makes me a better creator. Like I said, iron sharpens iron. So with her coming and my husband and I planning on visiting family up in Paris for the summer, I am focused on making sure that I am present not only to enjoy them to the fullest, but also to enjoy them not only for them, but also for myself, okay? To be present with them, to fully immerse myself in the community that is friends and family. So again, find community, and it doesn't have to be at the community college, but the benefit of community college is that you have built-in community. You have advisors, you have professors, you have fellow classmates, and people say things that you don't even know you need to hear. It's about surrounding yourself with the right people. So that's all I've got for you today, and I'll see you next time. À tout à l'heure.